WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
Dead after a crash involving a damaged stop sign. Good evening, I'm Rachel Ramsey. The crash happened in Grand Traverse County on County Road 633 and Miller Road. State police say a little after 12 a.m. on Friday, a Jeep going west did not stop at an intersection. Troopers say the intersection's stop sign was damaged in a previous crash and was laying in the ditch. The westbound Jeep hit another Jeep traveling south on its passenger side. Inside that vehicle were 2 people. The driver, a woman from Northport, was taken to a nearby hospital and died from her injuries. Her passenger, a man from Gaylord, was pronounced dead at the scene. The westbound Jeep's occupants, a 47-year-old woman from Cope-Mish and her 15-year-old daughter, were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And a head-on crash in Van Buren County left 1 man dead and another person hurt. State police say the crash happened around 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon on Red Arrow Highway near 25th Street. They say a Dodge car and a Jeep SUV crashed head-on. The Dodge driver was a 41-year-old man from Pawpaw and was dead at the scene. The Jeep's driver suffered minor injuries. Investigators say they're still trying to work out and determine what the cause of the crash was. President Donald Trump is preparing for his second state visit to the United Kingdom this week, while also threatening new sanctions against Russia and wants NATO to do the same and stop buying Russian oil. Senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has the latest.
NATO scrambling fighter jets to shoot down more than a dozen Russian attack drones that violated Poland's airspace last week. President Trump has suggested the drone incursion could have been a mistake, but Poland insists it was deliberate.
With all deference to the president, I don't think that was a mistake. I think Putin is testing the resolve of NATO.
President Trump says he's ready to impose tough sanctions on Russia, but only if all NATO allies agree to do the same and stop buying Russian oil. The president posting the purchase of Russian oil by some has been shocking. It greatly weakens your negotiating position and bargaining power over Russia. Anyway, I'm ready to go when you are. Just say when. Trump is also calling on NATO members to impose tariffs of 50 to 100% on China, saying China has a strong control and even grip over Russia, and these powerful tariffs will break that grip. Senator Lindsey Graham says Europe and the U.S. must work together to punish Putin's customers, telling NBC,
"It is now time for the Europeans to follow President Trump's lead and go after China and India. China and India will change their practices toward Putin. This war would end." The president has set numerous deadlines related to Russia and its war with Ukraine, but those deadlines have passed as Putin launches bigger attacks on Ukraine.
I think the president, though, is waking up to the fact that Putin is not negotiating in good faith, not making concessions, and has to be dealt with. And the more Putin irritates the president, I think the better we are in terms of defending NATO and Ukraine.
Fox News asking the president on Friday whether his patience with Putin is running out.
Yeah, it's sort of running out and running out fast.
Well, happening today, the Eli and Edith Broad Art Museum at MSU is celebrating the opening of a new exhibit. Take a look. This is the Mekong Voices Transitional River Justice in Mainland Southeast Asia exhibit. The museum says it celebrates the crucial and innovative work of traditional craft and art and echoes themes of environmentalism, community, and identity. The museum says support for this exhibition is provided by the Eli and Edith Broad Endowed Exhibitions Fund. Well, dozens competed in the annual Capital City Dragon Boat Races today, not just for a trophy, but to bring awareness to the importance of healing through physical fitness. Taryn Simmons is here for you now with what this sport means to the people involved.
For many, dragon boat racing is just a fun sport, but to the women I spoke to, it's a chance to help with their breast cancer recovery and physical health.
This is my paddle, and this is actually the seat I put down on the dragon boat.
Lynn Hirai is one tough cookie. She's been paddling with her team, the Dragon Flyers of Michigan, for the past 9 years. And she's one of the 14 teams participating in the annual Capital City Dragon Boat Races. But Hirai isn't only paddling just to make it to the end of the finish line, she's in it for the physical benefits it gives her.
I had breast cancer for the first time back in 2001, and I didn't even know about dragon boating at all. It's been helpful not only having everybody around, the camaraderie, but also emotion that you do. It's really good.
Organizer Rebecca Kaysen says the event is a way to raise money for the Women's Center and to also support breast cancer survivors.
The reason we got involved in dragon boat racing is it is one of the best recovery exercises for breast cancer survivors. Repetitive upper body exercises really aid in the recovery.
And then our stroke is you lean forward like this.
Hirai was diagnosed with breast cancer again in 2020, and that's why Hirai will continue to do the sport she knows and loves.
It's so much fun being in the water, with the camaraderie of all the other people on the team. You just have fun together besides when we're paddling.
Organizers say the Dragon Boat Race is to honor their founding directors that have passed away from breast cancer in the past. Here for you in Lansing, Taryn Simmons, 60 News.
Thank you, Taryn. In a traffic alert, we have an update on a construction project impacting I-96. MDOT says on Monday between 6 a.m. and 5 p.m., the westbound ramp to northbound Lansing Road is set to close, along with the on-ramp from northbound Lansing Road to eastbound I-96. There will also be lane closures from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on westbound I-96 between Kreitz and Lansing Roads. Eastbound closures are scheduled for just Monday, according to MDOT. The agency says this is a $44 million investment and indirectly supports more than 500 jobs.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, the good news is if you're stuck in traffic at all this upcoming work week, you're going to have some pretty nice weather outside. You can put down the windows, maybe open up the sunroof, and let that sunshine in. Let's take a look at our pics on 6 sent in from Connie in Grand Ledge, and it's showing some morning fog and a beautiful sunrise. We're going to continue to see these foggy conditions in the morning hours. That's because overnight we do have some clear skies and calm winds. That allows all that moisture and all that warmth to escape back up into the atmosphere, and we just see a little bit of fog every morning. Now, if you want your pictures featured every evening at 6 p.m., send it to our website, WLNS.com/share, and your picture could be featured every evening. Now, let's take a look at our Skyview Network time-lapse on Jackson Cam this morning, and you can see an example of that fog. There's that fog, but once the sun begins to rise, it quickly burns off, and we're just left with some beautiful sunny skies and fair weather clouds and beautiful conditions outside. Now, as we continue down into Jackson, temperatures right now are into the 80s after a high of 84 degrees and a low of 52 degrees. And right now we're sitting at 81 degrees. Looking down in the capital, we're looking at temperatures into the 80s, 81 degrees, a high of 83 degrees, and a low of 52 degrees this morning. Back down into Grand Ledge, we're having those temperatures into the 80s as well, 81 degrees, 83 degree high, and a low of about 55 degrees. Final stop is going to be Hillsdale. We saw temperatures 78 degrees right now, 80 degree high, and a 59 degree low. Now we're seeing absolutely beautiful conditions. That's because we have an area of high pressure sitting right overhead and to our north into Canada. Now this is going to stay here all week long, and as it slowly shifts to the east, we'll see more warmer air working in, and that's why we're still going to see very warm and very dry conditions in the forecast. In fact, as you look at the precision cast, we're really not going to see any clouds whatsoever moving in for Monday and even into Tuesday. We just have the chance for maybe a few fair weather clouds here or there, but even as we head into Tuesday, some very nice weather is in the forecast. As we continue even into Tuesday and even into Wednesday, again, fair weather clouds move in, and we're still going to see beautiful conditions, and we're really going to start to feel like summer once again. Tonight temperatures are going to drop back down into the 50s, 56 degrees with mostly clear skies, and again we do have the chance for some patchy fog here or there as we move into late tonight and early tomorrow morning, so be aware of that as you're heading out the door. Take it easy on the roadways. We'll see mostly clear skies and plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures once again back into the 80s for Monday, and we're still going to be remaining above average each and every day as we head into the upcoming work week. In fact, if you're looking for rain showers in the 6-day forecast, you're not going to see a whole lot in this one. We're going to have to wait until the weekend to see possibly a stray shower here or there, and we're probably going to have to wait until the Sunday to see any thunderstorms possibly, but take a look at those daytime highs into the 80s, overnight lows into the 50s, but as soon as that cold front comes, we'll see our temperatures dropping right back down into the 70s.
Mother Nature just hasn't been feeling like bringing us rain lately, huh?
No, but we really do need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Thanks for the updates, Kelsey.